Good evening. Your eyes do not deceive you. I am Bishop Apostle Baby Magic. Yes, the leading pastor of the Light is Brighter on the other side of the street Christian Baptist Church. I wanted to bring a word here to elevate you through your circumstances that you are going through. So we're gonna break down this passage. We're gonna dissectamize the word, and we're gonna get right into it. We're gonna be in 1 Samuel 17th chapter, and we're just gonna go all into it. Now we are all familiar with the story of David and Goliath. We all know the story, but I am about to break this down to you. So it all began with the Philistines versus the Israelites. It kind of reflects on the East Coast and the West Coast, the Tupac and the Biggie. It kind of diversifies that, but what we know about this is that David wasn't even supposed to go against Goliath. David was supposed to be over here shepherding the sheep. He had a task that he needed to do, but it was something on the inside of David who he knew it was something meant more for him. So it was a sunny day on the West Coast where Samuel told his son David to take food to your brothers down there in the valley. Now the valley was where the battle was going against the Philistines and the Israelites. The Philistines were on here on the mountain, and the Israelites were over here on that mountain. Now and in the middle is where they battled. Now the thing about the Philistines is that no one could go against their champion. Now the champion was Goliath. No one could face him one on one. As some of us will say, come catch these ones. No one wanted to catch ones with Goliath. So everyone was so fearful. So it came down to Goliath and King Saul. Now King Saul was the king of the Israelites, and Goliath was the champions of the Philistines. They came together in the valley and made a deal. And Goliath said, listen, if you can find a champion that could take me down, we, the Philistines, will become your servants. And Saul said okay and agreed, but in the back of Saul's mind, he knew that he could not find no one brave enough to go against this tall, big champion. Now, as we are here, David is on his way. He is on his 10-speed bike going to the valley to drop off food for his brothers. And when he gets there, his brothers are saying, look, you need to get out of here because it is about to go down. But as David is in the valley, he keeps hearing these things of people being so scared of Goliath. Isn't it amazing how when you're deep in the valley, you can hear where you're supposed to go. Like I said, David was supposed to be a shepherd over the sheep, right? Yeah. So he hears these stories. He's hearing about this Goliath. So he then says, "Who is Goliath?" I don't think you heard me. He said, "Who is Goliath?" Now King Saul hears him, and he explains to him and breaks it down who Goliath is, and David says, "Well, let me go against this champion." That's what he says. Now King Saul says, "Are you sure you want to go against Goliath?" David said, "It is what it is." Now King Saul then tells him, okay, but before you go out here, you're going to need this armor to go against your body. You're going to need this shield to protect you from this giant. You're going to need this sword to kill this giant. But it was the thing about David's faith in the Almighty God. David said, I don't need your silly armor. No, I don't need that because I have God on my back. He as French Montana 5 and 8 said, nigga ain't worried about nothing. Is where his mindset was, because he knew God had him. So I don't need your armor. He said, all I need is 5 stones. That's what he said. All he needs is 5 stones. Isn't it amazing how he asked for 5 stones? He didn't ask for 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. No, he asked for 5. And when you look at the number 5 is, when you look at 5, we have 5 senses. We have 5 toes. We have 5 fingers. And we had 5 temptations. We had 5 Jacksons. We even had 5 new additions. It's just something about 5. When I think of 5, and I think of harmonize. I feel like 5 is the number of harmonization, and I feel like once you're harmonized with God, there is nothing you cannot do. Oh my God, I'm feeling it right now. Now. David then said, give me those 5 stones. He faces Goliath. He meets him in the valley. And Goliath is, who is this peewee you got before me here? And David said, don't worry about it. Catch these ones. Now he has these stones. Then he grabs all 5 stones, the stones of harmony, and he realized once he has these 5 stones, he is now harmonized with God. So he now goes around and around. He starts slinging the stones around, and the harmonizing of the stones sounded like angel voices in the sky. And he then proceeds to let it loose. And I believe that those 5 stones, they can go through depression. I believe those 5 stones, they can go through coronavirus. I believe those 5 stones can go through an entanglement, because those 5 stones went through Goliath's head, and he went down. Yes, he did. He went down. I want you to look at your neighbor and ask yourself in your neighbor, are you harmonized with God? Do you believe that you are harmonized with God? If you believe that right now, I want you to reach deep into your pockets, and I want you to harmonize your Cash App to me. Harmonize to Baby Magic 123. That's harmonized Cash App $ Baby Magic 123. So I need you to cash out your tithes and offering to let me know that you ain't worried about nothing, because you are harmonized with God. Say